Marcus Webb had seen a lot during his 5 years working the docks of Station Kepler 442, but nothing quite prepared him for the tiny Zalarian girl tugging at his maintenance coveralls. She couldn't have been more than 8 cycles old, roughly equivalent to a human 6-year-old. Her iridescent scales caught the artificial lighting, shifting from deep purple to soft blue as she nervously wrung her small 3-fingered hands. In one palm, she clutched a crumpled 5-credit note. "Excuse me, Mr. Human," she whispered, her voice barely audible above the station's ambient hum. "Here's 5 credits. I just need a dad for one day." Marcus froze mid-step, his tool belt clanking against his hip. He looked down at the child, then around the crowded marketplace searching for a parent or guardian. The station was packed with hundreds of species going about their business, traders, travelers, workers, but no one seemed to be looking for a lost child. "What's your name, kid?" Marcus asked, kneeling down to her level. "Zixaria, but everyone calls me Zixi." Her large golden eyes shimmered with unshed tears. "Tomorrow is Guardian Presentation Day at my education pod. Everyone brings their parent units to show what they do, but I don't have any." Marcus felt his chest tighten. He'd heard about Guardian Presentation Day. It was a big deal in Zalarian culture. Young ones presented their families' contributions to society, a source of immense pride. "Where are your parents, Zixi?" "Dead 3 solar cycles ago. Mining accident on Kepler 442c. She said it matter-of-factly, the way children do when they've had to repeat painful truths too many times. "I live at the orphan commune now. Mistress Velsha is nice, but she's not a parent unit." The little girl held out the 5 credits again, her hand trembling. "This is all my savings. The other younglings say humans will do anything for money. Will you be my dad? Just for tomorrow, please?" Something in Marcus's gut twisted. Humans will do anything for money. That's what the galaxy thought of them. Mercenaries, merchants, survivors, who'd clawed their way from a backwater planet to the stars through sheer stubborn determination and a willingness to take any job, no matter how dangerous or demeaning. And here was this kid offering her entire savings, 5 measly credits, because she thought that was the only way to get a human to care. Marcus gently pushed her hand back. "Keep your money, Zixi, I'll do it for free." The transformation on her face was instantaneous. Her scales rippled with bright yellow, the Zalarian expression of pure joy. "Really? You'll really do it?" "Really, but we're going to do this right." Marcus stood up and offered his hand. "First, we're going to get you something to eat. You look hungry. Then you're going to tell me everything about Guardian Presentation Day so I don't embarrass you." Zixi's small hand disappeared into his calloused palm, and Marcus felt the weight of responsibility settle on his shoulders. He'd made a promise to this kid, and humans didn't break promises. It was one of the few things in the galaxy more valuable than credits. The next morning, Marcus arrived at the Zalarian education pod wearing his cleanest maintenance uniform, his tools freshly polished and organized. Zixi met him at the entrance, practically vibrating with excitement, her scales a constant shimmer of happy yellows and golds. The presentation hall was filled with Zalarian families, parents with their young, all dressed in traditional honor wraps. Marcus was the only human in the room, towering over most of the adults. Whispers rippled through the crowd as he entered with Zixi. One by one, the younglings presented their parents. A stellar cartographer who mapped new systems, a bioengineer who designed atmospheric processors, a judge who presided over the station's courts. Each presentation was met with respectful clicks and hums, the Zalarian equivalent of applause. Then it was Zixi's turn. She walked to the front of the room, her small frame dwarfed by the presentation platform. Marcus followed, acutely aware of every eye on him. "This is Marcus Webb," Zixi began, her voice steady despite her nervousness. "He is a human, and he is my dad for today. He works in station maintenance." A few disapproving hums echoed through the room. Station maintenance wasn't prestigious. It wasn't glamorous. The education master, an elderly Zalarian with silver scales, looked distinctly unimpressed. But Zixi wasn't finished. "Humans are different from us," she continued. "When they first came to the stars, they had no natural armor, no environmental adaptations, no telepathic abilities. Every species thought they would fail. But they didn't. Do you know why?" The room fell silent. "Because humans never give up. When their ships break down in deep space, they fix them with spare parts and prayer. When a crisis happens, they run toward danger, not away from it. Last year, when the station's life support failed in Section 7, it was the human maintenance crews who went into the toxic zones without proper equipment to save 83 lives. 17 species, all alive because humans think stubbornness is a virtue. Zixi turned to Marcus, her golden eyes bright. Yesterday, I asked Marcus to be my dad for 5 credits. He could have laughed at me. He could have ignored me. But he didn't, because humans have this strange idea that caring about someone shouldn't cost anything. That family isn't about biology or contracts. It's about showing up when someone needs you. She looked back at the assembled crowd. My real parents died doing dangerous work to provide for me. Marcus works dangerous jobs too. He keeps our air breathable and our water clean. He makes sure the lights stay on so we can see, and the gravity stays constant so we don't float away. Maybe that's not as fancy as mapping stars or designing atmospheres, but without humans like Marcus, none of that other work would matter, because we'd all be dead. The silence stretched for a long moment. Then slowly, the education master began the Zilarian clicking of approval. It spread through the room like a wave, and Zixi's scales flashed brilliant gold. After the presentations, as they walked back through the station together, Zixi slipped her hand into Marcus's again. "Thank you," she whispered, "for being my dad today." Marcus squeezed her hand gently. "You know, I've got tomorrow off too, and the day after that. Maybe we could, I don't know, get lunch? See if this dad thing is something we're both good at?" Zixi stopped walking and looked up at him, her scales cycling through emotions too fast to read. "You mean, you'd want to see me again, even though I can't pay you?" "Kid," Marcus said, crouching down to meet her eyes, "I'm going to let you in on a secret about humans. We're not actually good at much. We can't breathe underwater. We can't see in the dark. We can't survive in extreme temperatures. But we're really good at one thing. We're really good at loving people who need us. And I think you need someone. And honestly, I think I do too." For the first time since her parents died, Zixi cried, not tears of sadness, but tears of relief. Marcus held her, this small alien child who'd offered him everything she had, and realized she'd given him something far more valuable than credits. She'd given him a purpose. She'd given him a family. And in return, he'd do what humans do best. He'd show up every single day for as long as she needed him. Because that's what dads do.